Okay, hey everybody! So, welcome back to Teacher Skylar's videos. That's me, Teacher Skylar. And today we are studying about video number 6, health. And I will be X and you guys are O's. You're gonna go, and Teacher Andy is the champion. All right, let's get moving on health. Everybody has their health books. And,
Teacher Andy.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I'm teacher Andy.
No, this is grade number 4. I am the teacher of grade number 4.
I want to teach health.
No. Gimme. Get out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. Bye-bye, students.
And stay out. Man, Teacher Andy's pretty crazy. Let me just fix this. Yes, everybody, Swadee Cop. It is Teacher Skylar, video number 6, not Teacher Andy. Anyways, let's get started on this week's video. Welcome back, everybody. This is video number 6, and today we are going to start health. Hope you enjoyed the first 5 math videos. Math will be finished as far as these videos go. So today we're going to talk about health. I should already have your first homework for math, so let's make sure that we get that sent to me. What I would like you to do for today is have this book in front of you and be ready to look at it to answer questions. The book is broke down into 13 sections. See? 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 13. For the first half of the school year, we're going to be doing the first 5, maybe 6 chapters in this book. You saw this in video number 1, but make sure you have your name written on there. This is a new book to us, so we'll be reading it together for the first time. Chapter 1, we have growth and development. This is going to be a stage about us as humans from when we're tiny babies all the way until we're adults, and then going as far as old people. The second chapter is going to be all about bones, muscles, and joints. That's right, what is inside of our bodies. Now the third one's going to be about family and friends. And this is just what it takes to have a good family, or what is considered a good family or friend trait. So we're gonna dive into that together. Are you good to your mom and dad? Well, this chapter 3 is gonna be all about that. The fourth chapter is going to be about behavior. And that's just what is good behavior and not so good behavior. Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is going to be all about movement and fitness. For this one, we are going to go outside and practice different body movements. Chapter 1, we're going to look at growth and development. We're also going to look at the stages of human growth and development. So, with that, there are 5 official stages in growth and development. Do you know what stage of growth you are in? Go ahead and open your books to page number 1. Look at the 5 stages of development. Guys, sometimes in my class, I will tell you to remember something specifically because it's on our tests. This is one of those times. This is going to be on our health test. 1, you'll need to know each of the 5 stages of growth. We'll start with the first one right here. That word is infancy, and that's any time from when they are first born, or you are first born, up until 18 months, which is a year and a half. So infancy is a year and a half, and most look like this during this time. Childhood. Childhood is anywhere from the 1.5 when they finish infancy up until 12 years old. That is childhood. So this is where you guys are in childhood. So it's 1, and a half to 12 years old. Okay? Next, we're going to look at adolescence. Adolescence is a strange time where our bodies change significantly. Adolescence is anywhere from 13 to 18 years old. Right after childhood, up until you're an adult and you're on your own. So, you guys are in the childhood stage of development. What do you think teacher Skylar is in? Is he old age? Is he adolescence? No, I'm actually an adult. I'm in my adulthood stage, which is anywhere from 19 years old all the way to 60. That's 6 times more than what you have lived already. Crazy, right? Now, if you guys have somebody in your life that you think is old, well, if they're over 60 years old, they are technically old. So, again, we have our babies up here in infancy. We have our small children, our small adults down here in adolescence. Then we have our adults, which is where teacher Skylar is, and then old age. Let's talk about each individual one real quick. Let's give them each characteristics which we can remember them by. So infancy, that's baby stage. During baby stage, they're just seeing the world for the first time, so they're always watching, and they have a hard time moving their body. Sometimes even their head bobbles around. That's because their muscles in their neck are not fully developed yet. They are crawling, they're rolling around, they're making sounds that don't make any sense. And then we get to childhood. Childhood is where you guys are, and you might notice that you're growing. You're growing a lot. Your arms are getting longer. Your legs are getting longer. You might be getting fatter. You're also finding that you're able to do more things with your body, like play sports. Maybe you're able to draw better because your motor skills are getting better. You're also full of energy, which is great. That energy is helping your body get stronger, and it's helping your muscles to remember certain movements. This is a very important time in your guys' lives. It's the time where you learn to use your body as a tool. This next stage, there's a lot of confusing things going on with our bodies, and it's different for both boys and girls. Different changes start to happen to our bodies, and some of them might be confusing. Boys, your shoulders might be getting bigger, or maybe your muscles are starting to get a little bit bigger too. Sometimes during the adolescent stage, your voice, sometimes it does funny things, like when you're talking, it goes high-pitched for no reason at all. This is normal. It's part of the development within our bodies. You might even notice you might be growing hair, maybe on your lip, maybe here, like teacher Skylar, maybe here, and maybe even other places. This is totally normal, okay? Girls, you might notice that your body is changing as well. You're also going to be growing hair in places that might scare you a little. Girls, you will start growing breasts, and that is all normal and part of the human developmental cycle. Your hips are going to be getting bigger so you can hold babies. It means that your breasts are going to be getting bigger so you can feed babies. And guys, you're going to notice some changes too. Around puberty, your body starts creating hormones, which makes all of these changes happen. And they do it for a reason. And what they're doing is just getting your bodies ready to make more people. Hormones can change a lot of our mental awareness as well. Sometimes we get sad for no reason. Sometimes we get a lot of energy for no reason. And There actually is a reason. Our body needs these hormones to grow up. Maybe we stop worrying or thinking about things that we used to care a lot about, and now they seem different because you're more worried about how others, maybe, for example, are treating you. You're worried about your body and how it's changing. Again, this is part of growing up. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it's a great experience. You're growing up into something else. You're evolving. In adulthood, our body is at its maximum growing capacity. You're no longer getting larger, you're no longer changing, you're simply just living. This is the time where you have children of your own. And then we have old age. Now, old age, if you think of it like a chart, you have babies, infancy, you have adolescence, adult, and then you start to go down a little bit to old age. And this is part of the life cycle. It looks like this. Your body during old age is starting to lose its ability to move as much as it once did. Same with your joints. Sometimes it might hurt just to do this good old stretch. And your hair will change, your skin will change, your hearing will change. A lot of things will start to go down. Let me tell you this. What you do during these stages, as far as your health goes, is extremely important. We need proper nutrition or diet. The way that we eat affects how long we live. The amount of exercise also helps with the growing stages, and it also helps with the older stages. It keeps you younger longer. Proper nutrition requires a bunch of different things. It is important that with exercise, we eat well. We make sure that we have our carbohydrates, which is like bread, and we make sure that we have proteins, which is meat or beans. We also want to have fiber in our diet, and that just helps with our stomach so we don't feel as bad. And we also need our oils and our fats to help you grow. You need all of these things in order to make this process work correctly. Let me ask you this. If this was a test, did you hear it? I said the word test, which means you need to listen a little harder and maybe take notes. I might ask you a question like, how many stages are there in the developmental cycle? Is it 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. There are 5 stages in the growth or developmental cycle. Which is the cycle where you experience rapid amount of growth? Is it A, adulthood, or B, infancy? That's right, it's infancy. Your body is going from a baby, from when they were just born, all the way until they are a year and a half old. Now, can you put a brand new baby and a 1.5-year-old right next to each other? They look a lot different. A lot of changes happen during this time, so make sure you remember that. Language. Language is a big one. Now, some of you started learning language before you were 5 years old, and you're probably better at speaking that language. That's because we learn most of our language before the age of 5. Now, tell me, is it during old age or adolescence where our mind might play tricks on us? We might have mood swings where we're happy and then sad, or angry and then excited. Yes, it is adolescence. Our body's moving through a lot of changes, and sometimes our mind takes some time to catch up. What if I were to ask you, which stage is the body declining or starting to turn off? Is it A, adulthood, or B, old age? B. That's right, like I said, it's a cycle. It goes up, and then adulthood is right here, and then old age is anywhere from 60 and older. Now, I didn't put this part in the first part of our lesson, but there are 4 things you can do to help this cycle and to help you be strong humans. It's 1, exercise, 2, diet and the way you eat, 3, we have good habits, and that's just making sure that you're not drinking or smoking or eating candy for breakfast. Stop doing that. Or sleep. Sleep is a big one. Sleep is so important. You should be sleeping anywhere from 8 to 9 hours every day at your current age. So, did you sleep 8 or 9 hours last night? No? Well, you should have. Now I'm gonna hand it over to you guys for homework. And what I would like you to do for homework is, please, I would like you to draw a stage, each stage. I would like you to draw each of the 5 stages of development. And so for infancy, you would draw a baby. For childhood, you might draw something that looks like you guys right now. Adolescence, maybe if you have a brother or sister in high school or Mathieu, you would draw them. And then maybe adulthood, you can draw your parents or an aunt, someone in that age group. And then for old age, you could do your grandparents or somebody that you know that's over 60. What I would like you to do is draw just one for each stage. And I would like it all on one piece of paper, starting from infancy to childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and then old age. After that, please take a picture and send it to the line group. All right, guys, that's all for video number 6. This is our first health class, and there is homework. So please make sure that you do that. Make sure that you keep looking in your book to make sure that you understand the material. So again, this is the end of video number 6. This will be probably our only health video before I see you in person. Until then, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.